Hello everybody, good evening, how are we all doing? Welcome to our final episode of Transport Fever 2, the Race to the North series. I am a little bit emotional, I'm not going to lie. This series has been going on for years now, probably nearly 2 years, if not longer. 52 weeks in a year? So yeah, in theory, it will be longer than 2 years, 104 episodes. That's just crazy, isn't it? But yeah, we're going to have to say goodbye. The thing is, I wanted to carry on with this, I really did. We're running out of things to do, you know that. Every episode now it's like, I'm just going to tweak this here, I'm just going to tweak that there. It's not difficult, is it? The money's pouring in, everything's fantastic. I mean, look at this. We're at London, Euston, St Pancras. There's trains coming in and out, left, right and centre. Passengers everywhere. You know, things are good, things are good. I will be really, really sad to say goodbye to this series. However, let's not forget, on Thursdays now, we do have the new All About the West Country series, which will hopefully take its place. Now, the All About the West Country series, I didn't really explain it when I was building that on when I was doing that video on Thursday. The All About the West Country series is essentially going to be like the Hull series. I don't know if you watched that, the East Yorkshire, where there's going to be realistic routes, and then we're going to put fake routes in as well, you know, sort of what might have been. We're going to be a bit creative and basically see how we get on, but we probably will end up with a Cornish mainline between Bristol and Penzance. So yeah, we'll see how we get on with that one. Obviously the freight left, right and centre is spawning. So anyway, yeah, good evening to everybody. Oh my lord, this is a really, really popular stream this evening. There's plenty of people in. Wesley Grady and Kelly Hall, Pink Bear, Orange Bear Songs. Hello, Eclipse 2 Lover, Zocker, XD3, Stephen Todd. Hello, Stephen Smith. Good evening to you. Who else have we got? Tom Sins? 1544. Hello, a hearty good evening. We do also have that IC3 guy, Jet Off Aviation and Rail. Hello, Goose Abnormal. Oh, there's absolutely loads. I must apologise in advance if I do miss you out. It's probably going to be a very busy chat. Ryan H, hello. Thank you so much for that. That is really, really kind. 99p donation. Thank you. It's Jim Bob Taylor. Good evening. I know I've got you into City Bus Manager. If this series doesn't get you into Transport Fever, I don't know what will. Andreas Christopher, hello. Good evening. I know, tell me about it. Leapt out my skin, but thank you for the donation. Ryan H, how is work? Going really, really well, thank you. Really well indeed. So, yes, this is pretty much it. I thought what we'd do today is basically tour our network, having a look at what we've built over the last 2 years, because, like I said, there is plenty. We're not going to go by road, because as you can see, we're going to be here all night if we go via road, aren't we? We're going to be going via rail. So, yeah, we're going to start off in the south. The series is called Race to the North. So we're going to start off in the south and end up in Scotland towards the end of the stream. So yeah, obviously Southampton down here, very, very busy city. I did get quite a few buses going, didn't I, around here, and yeah. Never did anything with Yarmouth. I'm really, really pleased about that. It has actually grown a little bit since we originally started. The amount of people that had said, Joe, you have connected every town and city in the game. You've forgotten Yarmouth. It wasn't that I've forgotten it. I was ignoring it. I wanted to see just how a Transport Fever town would cope if we did nothing with it. And I mean, you could argue that the people here are a lot happy. I mean, you've got like, what's that? That is an old Seat Ibiza. Wow. It's a bit hellfire, isn't it? You know, it's quiet here. There's no traffic. It's not busy. You know, it's pretty chilled out on this island, isn't it? Yeah, it's. I'm really pleased with that. All I'd need to do is put a little road bridge in here. I'm surprised the AI hasn't done it already, to be honest with you. But put a little road bridge in there, and this will become absolute pandemonium. So, but we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. I know 2 years, absolutely bonkers, isn't it? Stephen Smith, put a rail tour on and upgrade the Tyne Metro. I'm not planning on doing an awful lot of building today. I'm just mainly going to be doing some train spotting, having a look round. What have we got here? So the London to Southampton. Oh my lord, that is quite busy, isn't it? That's really, really busy. I didn't realise that got so busy. That could do with more trains, really, couldn't it? Yeah, absolutely bonkers. I genuinely hadn't realised that it got as bad as it has. Should we take a trip into London? Should we pop on here. Or should we go? We'll go into London later on. How's that? We'll come on the southern service. Is this the fast service? Yeah. Not very busy indeed, is it? Yeah. Feels like yesterday when it all started. We must remember our first line. The first line on this series. Where is it now? It was coming out of Reading, wasn't it? It was this line here. Was it? Yeah, that comes round here. And it went up to the farm, didn't it? The Brighton farm. That was the first route. Yeah, look, there you go. Train 1. That was the first one, which is absolutely bonkers. And then, how many trains do we actually have? Let's have a look. So, we're finishing this series with... hang on, it helps if you go on the vehicle statistics. So, if we're looking road vehicles, we've got 126 road vehicles, although that's not strictly true, because we've got 4... Oh, right, okay. Does it tell you? Can you have a look in, like... Balance track stands, headquarters. Right, here we go. Road vehicles. Oh, okay, we've got a few more than 126. Ah, hang on. So that's 1,262. I see. Right, ignore me. So yeah, if we go into the finances, we will be finishing this series with 1,263 road vehicles, 214 trams, 273 trains, and 1 boat. And I'm genuinely thinking, oh, the ship that we've got there, that's the that goes between Edinburgh, doesn't it? Right, let's go. So we're gonna pop ourselves on here. We're on the fast service, so we're not going via Portsmouth. We're looking at the autosave. That's what we're looking at. Do you know what? Because I'm not doing anything, I might disable the autosave for the purpose of this live stream, because otherwise every 15 minutes we're going to have to sit and watch that, aren't we? So we'll I'll go in here. I'll wait while it finishes, because if I disable it whilst it's mid-save, it might break the whole thing. Right, here we go. So, yeah, where are we? Autosave. Is it in there? Autosave interval off. There we go. So we should be all right for this. Just remind me, whatever you do, to pop it on there at the end, because otherwise I'll be halfway through a Great Western one and it'll crash and I'll have an absolute fit. So coming out of Southampton here, absolutely bonkers how many tracks we've ended up with. I remember when this used to be just a 2-platform station, and then it went to 3, and then it went to more than that. The Dundee to Southampton service terminating over there on the left-hand side, just coming in. Goose says, oh, there you go, 221 is it, that one, 5 car? Goose says, how's the other half on the buses? Excellent, yes, all is good, all is good. Thank you for asking, Goose. And where's the Grady? It says, hi, Seb. Seb likes trains, yes, hello. Hello, how are you? Oh my lord, this is a little bit overgrown. Do you know what? It's funny. People were saying it looks an absolute state. Hang on, there's a train going here and I can't see it. Is that that must be a Southampton London that's gone the other way past? Yeah, people were on about it looks really untidy. All this muck and all this overgrownness. But when I was actually, because I've been driving trains recently, this last 2 weeks, I've been learning to drive trains. And yes, some parts are genuinely that overgrown. Like, they genuinely are. So, yeah, that's why I've left a couple of bits in. It's nothing to do with the fact that I'm lazy. Nothing to do indeed. Oh, 377, give him a wave. I'll pop myself a little bit lower there. There we go. I feel a little bit more close to the ground. James Campbell. Recently, I got City Bus Manager. Maybe I could take over your Tarvin operations. Or your Portsmouth routes. Absolutely, absolutely. You crack on. You crack on. Trains and stuff. Phoenix in autumn. Oh, Phoenix Crew has said, when's Transport Fever 3 coming? So yeah, in autumn. So we're going to make some good headway. Autumn might be... oh, here we go. We've got a station already. Cosham. Yeah, I think sort of autumn will probably be finishing... the Japanese series maybe, so we'll get Transport Fever 3 going once a week, and then when we finish we'll go twice a week, or maybe we'll just sack off the West Country series no matter where we get to and have a couple of series as is going. Well, we'll see, we'll work it out. Bishopsham, hello, good evening, how are we doing? Started watching this series when my commercial pilot when I started my commercial pilot journey. My NOUM almost done. The series is ending. You have no idea how much my friends and I love this series. It's really, really kind of you. Thank you so much. Honestly, it is one of the most popular series, if not the most popular series that I have ever done. She's loving it down there. Look, she's on a right angle. Look, she's straightening up. Thought she'd been drinking. Thought she'd been at the wine. You thought I was bad. Abnormal, did you see the 701? Yes, I absolutely did. It looked pretty good, to be honest with you. I don't like the repeating, like you say, sort of red, white and blue on each coach. I think it'd look better if they had it at one end, other end, and then sort of a plane in the middle. You know my feeling on all of that. But Rocket Gamer official, you need to give them all GBR liveries. Absolutely, absolutely. It's a shame they're not on the workshop, isn't it? I'll be intrigued to know how much this stuff gets ported over to Transport Fever 3, because let's face it, there are a hell of a lot of mods for Transport Fever 2. Way more, way, way, way more than we ever had for Transport Fever 1. Like, so many more mods than we ever had. You know, and so, yeah, it'll be interesting to see. The problem is sitting riding along like this. Oh, now that it's... do you know, I was thinking NOUM. I was like, don't know what that means. Might be something that the kids say nowadays, you know. I'm down with the kids and hip. That's absolutely me. Yep. 100%. Oh, dear me. But yeah, it's... the Electrostar mod does look a little wonky. I mean, this was for Transport Fever 1, this Electrostar mod. And then it was ported over to Transport Fever 2. So this is quite an old mod. Why can I hear trains going past and can't see them? If we pop outside here, is there... Oh, it's because it's going underneath. I'm with you. The London Portsmouth. Look at that. Also full and standing. There's flipping loads of people. I could do with paying the Southwestern stuff a little bit of love and attention, couldn't I? What I'm going to do is we're going to travel around on the trains, but I'm going to just have a look from the outside like this. We're not in the driver's eye view. But, you know, just so you can obviously see how many we've got on, how fast we're going. And then also I can have a little look around as well. So, the fast line here. Belting along. Obviously, Hove Station there. 158 passengers waiting for Brighton. Got the little grain train, train 1. Popping back again. Will it be possible to get this on the Steam Workshop? Last time I tried to get the Britannia series onto the workshop, and I don't know why it wouldn't do it. It just flatly refused. It said it wasn't compatible or something, so I've absolutely no idea what I've done. I absolutely will try to get this series on the workshop so you guys can all play it. Yeah, the save game at the end of this. Yeah, and then obviously it'll just give you the required mods anyway, won't it? It'll tell you which ones you need when you click load game. Look at this, coming into Brighton, nice and chilled out. Flipping out, James Campbell. Just started watching your videos back when you were doing the East Yorkshire series when I was in year 10. Wow. Now I'm about to complete my first year of college. How the time flies by. Thank you so much for that. And again, every single one of you, thanks for your support over the years. I remember when I first started doing a Transpennine series, a real world one, and literally nobody watched it. And I was like, what? You know, people watch the OMSI stuff, nobody... people watch the train stuff, train sim, but then nobody would watch Transport Fever 2, and it's arguably my most popular game now. It is. Honestly, I could literally, when it comes to Transport Fever, I feel like I could just have a full half-hour episode looking at this blade of grass, and people would watch it. You know, everyone loves a bit of Transport Fever. Can you blame them? It's truly awesome. Any mod pack out there with your Race to the North mods as well? I never did a mod pack for this, so I mean, I was lazy with the Japanese series. I literally downloaded just a Japanese collection, a collection of mods, and that was that. Put all that in. Right, shall we... where are we going next? Are we going on the Thames Link next, or shall we go back to Southampton and get a train towards London? We'll follow this chap here. There we go, coming in. The Southeastern. It looks like it could do with a bit of maintenance, doesn't it? Coming in a little bit quicker than the Thames Link. Stephen says, I've watched a lot of this series. I've not looked at the Edinburgh City Bus Manager yet. Oh, that was fantastic. That was a really, really good one. If you're not already aware, Edinburgh City Bus Manager, that was it was a Joe Plus exclusive, that one. So if you do join as a Joe Plus member, you get an hour-long episode every weekend, every Saturday, completely ad-free, and that is exclusive to Joe Plus members. Worth joining, to be honest with you. Definitely worth joining. But yeah, I did a series on Edinburgh. We ended up over in Glasgow. It's just absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Follow the Dundee to Southampton from end to end. That is an absolutely fantastic idea. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll follow this southeastern here over towards Hastings. And then we'll get a train into London. And then from London, we'll get a train back to Southampton. We'll end up back in Southampton. And then we can get the Dundee to Southampton service. How's that? I think this one's a bit of a quieter journey, isn't it? Paul Lee's, good evening. How are we doing, my friend? Love this series, Joe. I've not missed one episode. Fantastic. That's what we like to hear, Paul. That is really what we like to hear. And I'm really hoping that you'll also enjoy the West Country series as well. Will we get as many trains as this? Probably not. Well, I don't know. Never say never. But, yeah. Never say never. It might happen. It might happen. It might turn out that we need a train to Penzance every 30 seconds. Who knows? Who knows? Abnormal says, Southeastern to Brighton, that frightens me as a Southeastern local. Do they not have a... a thing there? Do they not have a Southeastern service to Brighton? No, I guess they don't, do they? It's Southern. Goose, heard Joe Plus, so... oh yeah, absolutely. Logo there. Love it, Goose. 32 months, it's absolutely bonkers. Yeah, thank you so much for that. Are you able to rename a train like Train 277 to Goose? Why? Oh, dearie me. Trains and stuff got to leave at 9:15 p.m. Don't worry about that. Don't worry, I'm sure we'll get lots done by then. I mean, I might not even be here at 9 o'clock. We might still be here at 2 o'clock in the morning. We just don't know, do we? Probably won't be here at 2 o'clock in the morning. Let's not say that. Because, yeah. York's Transport, this is by doubt my best series ever. Thanks so much for that. It's very, very kind of you. It has flown by, hasn't it? Is Birmingham on this series? It absolutely is, Wesley. Have you not watched the rest of the videos? Is this your first time on the Race to the North series? Rightio, we are flying along. Well, because if I named a train after you, Goose, I'd have to name a train after everybody, and then we'd spend the whole stream going round naming trains after people. And I think that'd get very boring very quickly. Oh, look, there's another one going the other way. 10 passengers on board. Hastings to Brighton, it's losing a fortune, this route. It's hardly worth bothering, is it? Could that be because I've not... I don't know. There's just not a lot of demand, is there, between Hastings and Brighton? Is this the longest series on the channel? This is the longest series I've ever done, 110 episodes. 110 episodes, it literally is. If you're not counting things like Train Simulator, OMSI. I mean, actually, I say that. I think I must have done more than 110 Train Simulator videos in my time. I certainly have for OMSI. Oh my lord, the chat's whizzing up faster than I can read it. To celebrate the last episode, you should go back to Train 1 and change it to what you had in the first episode. What, that little steam train that could do like 25 miles an hour? Oh, we can't have that. We can't have that. It is absolutely packed, this stream, isn't it? It's full and standing. We're going to have to send a report off to control in a moment. Full and standing. Conductor can't get down. First class is going to have to be declassified if we carry on like this, isn't it? Oh dear, right. I mean, this line's not used at all, is it? Oh, what's going on here? I can hear... Oh, it's we're waiting for the express on the main line. Oh, no, we're not. We're carrying on round. What we're waiting for? That's Hastings to Cambridge. Oh, it was just literally slowing down. What's the line speed over there? 50. And yet it's only doing... I've no idea what's gone on there. Who knows? Right, the Thames Link is going to go. We could probably do with more tracks down here, couldn't we? Never mind. Oh, hang on. Oh, about to crash into somebody's brollies. Hey, you see, I quite like the yellow and white abnormal. I really do. The blue... Well, I mean, the blue's going to be the old livery in a bit, isn't it? Because it's when it becomes Great British Railways. This station reminds me of sort of London Bridge. You know, you're coming in and there's all the skyscrapers either side. Oh, there we go. Right, okay, so we're going to chill here for a little bit and then we're going to get a train up into London. 375/9, is that a thing? Do they have stroke 9s? Oh yeah, London Bridge does have more platforms, absolutely, but just the sort of all in the shadows of the big buildings either side, it just... If you could add one thing to Transport Fever 2, what would you add? I would have underground stations and subway trains. I think that would be quite good, as well as proper roads. You know, like... Because, like, if you try and build... You can't build, like, a proper motorway, can you? So, you know, it's one of them. It's a shame you... Right, 375's off. Proper roads where you know, like City Skylines 2. There's not a lot of things with City Skylines 2 where I think, do you know what? I'd love that in the game. But yeah. Control here, deal with it. There's nothing we can do. Love it. Love it. But yeah, if you could... right, we're going to board this London service, which, again, has absolutely nobody on. I thought that if we connected the southeast... No, the 68s, they went straight to Chiltern, didn't they? To the Chiltern main line. Where are the airports? We don't have any. There's, you know, we're going proper environmentally friendly here, and getting everybody on, getting everybody travelling by rail. Save on those fumes. Right, so we're off again. Bishopsham says, add a couple of airports and watch your train traffic move. Well, I love that. Total PKG, it's called Race to the North, not Race to the Southeast. Maybe that's why nobody's travelling. It must be it. It's all I can think of. It's all I can think of. Zach Gaming, why do you not do Cities Skylines anymore? Well, I fell out with City Skylines 2, big time. After it kept crashing, it just kept crashing. I don't know why. I don't know if it was mods I put on, but anyway, I've completely reinstalled it, got rid of all the mods, and it just does not have anything. I mean, it did the other day. I managed to get it working, but I don't love it enough to do a series, and it wasn't very popular, the City Skylines series, in comparison to other things. Yeah, City Skylines 2, it was just such a letdown, wasn't it? There is a new cities building thing built by a Chinese company, I think. Oh, go on. Someone shout it out. I'm trying to think what the flipping name of it was. It's a city building game that's come in and it looks absolutely brilliant. Nope, I've completely forgotten it. Completely forgotten it. Right, okie dokie. So, we're going to be splitting off here. You've got the tunnel under to go in the Thames Link here, so we're going to be going off to the left-hand side. Look at that, 62 miles an hour. There's a Thames Link train just in the tunnel there. That's going at 70. When you do the first Transport Fever 3 map, will it be an AI-generated one? I think it probably will be, to be honest with you. Because obviously there won't be any maps on the workshop, will there? Yeah, I don't really understand this paradox getting Transport Fever 3. because they're not doing Paradox mods. They've already said that. The mods will remain on the Steam Workshop, which is very, very good. I was a little bit worried. Look at that. It's good, doesn't it? It's like Coglow Junction down just before Taunton. But yeah. So they're not doing that. I think they're just publishing it. I think that's all they're doing. So it's like, yeah, they're not going to be making any changes like that. The Urban Games are still going to own the rights to it. So obviously, if Urban Games and Paradox fall out, they're not going to keep the. They're not going to keep. Yeah, it's a weird one. It is a weird one. But well, you know, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll be optimistic. We'll be mindlessly optimistic. How's that? And if it's not good, then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I really, really do hope that this isn't the end of Transport Fever. I really do, because all the screenshots and videos that we've been seeing look absolutely fantastic. I'll come round into the main station here, London Victorloo Cross. Oh, we've just missed one, flipping heck. Obviously, the trains are whizzing in and out of here like there's not a care in the world. Alec K3B, good evening. Yeah, there's quite a lot of junctions on this that make you think of Coglow Junction, isn't there? Because it is quite a good junction. You know, it's like Heaton Lodge Junction on the Transpennine network just near Huddersfield. Right, here we go, London to Southampton. We're going to whiz onto this train. In theory, I shouldn't have got off this until it came to a stop, should I? It's cheating, because this might have disappeared before I... You know, but we're... yeah. Are you going to upload the game file? I'm going to try my best. Like I said, last time I couldn't do it. It said that it wasn't compatible, or whatever the technical term was there. Right, off we go, off to Southampton. Oh, hang on, we're stopping again. Has somebody pulled a naughty handle? We've got coming in there. It's a London Portsmouth. 100 passengers on board. Elliot, good evening. How are we doing? Eclipse 2 lover just ignored my comment twice. Please accept my apologies. The chat is going up that fast, and obviously I'm trying to focus on the game as well, so it's not intentional. I love how you talk about all these junctions. I've got no idea what you're on about. Just nod and go along with it. My other half does. Just nod. Yep, understand what you're on about, dear. Yep, absolutely. Completely understand that. Just nod. Smile and nod. Best you can do. Honestly, this 444 mod is absolutely fantastic. I love it. Can we pop ourselves... Oh, yeah, that's just what a 444 cab's like. Off we go. Look at that. It's just like being at work. Game called Celestial Empire. No, is it City State? Look at that, 54 miles an hour. We're flying out of London here. Can we pop ourselves back in the... Oh, look at that. Isn't that nice? Not sat... Oh, we're sat on somebody's knee here. Sorry. I love the fact that you can clearly see the tunnel there. It's the mountain, the land there's had to be... I like how we've got a tunnel running over the top of a tunnel as well. That is pretty cool. That's the... what's that? Is that a freight line? Yeah, it is, isn't it? That got people on. Yeah. Right, sorry, I'm getting distracted here. There's trains. That's going at 100 miles an hour, past the other way. Looking back at the series, is there anything you would have done differently? That is a really, really good question. I don't know, to be honest with you. I did find years and years ago... I mean, it's a bit difficult, isn't it? Because there's not a lot that you can do with it, is there? No, it's not City State 2, no. There's not a lot you can do with it, like in terms of the West Coast. You can't have like pendolinos going here, there and everywhere. You can sort of only really have one West Coast route, one East Coast route. You know, you can't have, you know what I mean? So, but that's not the map's fault. Because obviously you can't fit all that detail, or the map would have to be absolutely huge, and you know we'd get to like the 1900s and the map would be lagging like nobody's business. City Master Plan, there you go. Bishopsham got it. Top marks to you, 10 points. Ding, ding, ding. City Master Plan. That is, they reckon that is going to knock City Skylines off its perch. To be fair, I think Paradox did a good job of knocking City Skylines off its perch on its own. But yeah, they reckon from the, you know, the sort of rumblings that City Master Plan is going to be that's going to be the next City Skylines. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. I have got in touch with them already. They have said that they would love to send me some early access, so I'll be able to show you guys. It's not coming out yet, but they said when the time comes, they would absolutely love to work with me. So if they hold up their end of the deal, then there's going to be some exciting stuff happening on the channel, and there will be city building games returning to the channel. How's that? Are you working with GWR or SWR? Oh, I couldn't possibly say. Great Southwestern Railway, I like that one. Oh my lord, we're at the start of the stream again. We're back in Southampton. TUI or Jet 2? Oh, I like going with TUI. I like going with TUI. Yeah, absolutely. City Master Plan looks absolutely fantastic. Like, it looks so good, and I'm hoping it's going to be brilliant. I've got my fingers crossed. Right, are we on a single set or a double set? We're on a double set Voyager here, which looks like a 9 car. Very exciting. I think, are those lot just getting off? Right, here we go. We're going to hop on. Oh my lord, I've just missed it. I mean, this is actually leaving Southampton not full and standing. Look at that. Right, off we go. So, full steam ahead. Change ends at Reading. Change ends at Birmingham. And then after Birmingham, I don't think we change ends again, do we? I fully imagine that this Voyager is going to be full leaving Reading. First stop Reading, isn't it? 30 mile an hour. And this is going to be quite loud, isn't it, on the Voyager? It's always very loud. James Campbell got to head off now. Been a lovely stream. Going to miss Race to the North, but I bet West Country will also be good. Cheerio, goodbye for now. No, thank you so much, James. I hope you have a lovely night. Hope you have a lovely night. What do you think about the GBR livery? It's alright, innit? It's not the worst livery I've ever seen, but I just, yeah, the intermediate coaches, I'd just do it slightly differently. Right, off we go. Look at that. Still on semaphore signals. 60 miles an hour, look at that. All those engines blaring away. Full leaving Reading sounds like real life. Are you a regular traveller out of Reading by any chance? 41k? Are we actually at 41k? Have we hit 41k? I know we were at 40,995. Have we got 5 subscribers from this stream? Let's have a look. Because that's really exciting. We have reached £41,000. £41,000, that'd be good, wouldn't it? I do all my own sound effects. 41,000, that is absolutely bonkers. Thank you so much, everybody. We're not quite, you know, it's not a massive celebration, is it? It's not 50,000, but hey, 41k, every little helps. Every little helps. £41,000, I know, that'd be really good, wouldn't it? That would be so good. Wesley says, we need to go back to the Riviera line for Trenton World 6 because we missed that route. I do like the Riviera line, to be honest with you. Do like the Riviera line. One thing I do wish, the person who made the mod here, I wish that the headlight was on the other side on the Voyager, because it's got the night lights on, but obviously we don't have night time in Transport Fever. It's just daytime, isn't it? Right, here we come. Into Reading. We've got a clear route all the way in. That's bonkers. Helen MC, or Helen Mc 1009. I think I prefer Helen Mc 1009. That's way better. Can't believe Race to the North is ending. It's the series that got me watching your stuff. I know, I'm sorry, Helen, but we are going to replace it with the West Country, all about the West Country series, and hopefully that is going to that's going to get a lot of people watching as well. I'm hoping that'll be a good series. Look at that, we're coming flying in. No hanging about. This stream is busier than the 40k one. I know it is, isn't it? But it's Transport Fever, isn't it? This is my most popular series on the channel, so I am taking a bit of a risk, really. Could you imagine if I ended this and everyone stopped watching? I think making these longer, I have actually. If we have a look, train Dundee Southampton. Are we still making money? Yeah, we are. 51.2 million, 67.5 million. We're just thinking, like, that train coming in there. That isn't full. This isn't full. You know, like, are we... Look, 186, that's not good. Are you doing 40-minute episodes now? Yeah, I've had a little bit of time on my hands. If I have to do episodes in a hurry, like if I was working away, then obviously they might end up a little bit short. But I am going to try and do 40-minute episodes now for Transport Fever and City Bus Manager, simply because... like Transport Fever, the series, I wanted to get West Country. You know, I want the series to be... You know, I want to get a lot out of that series. And if we're doing half-hour episodes, Transport Fever 3 will release. So, yeah, we'll do 40 minutes. Kill that, off we go. 40 mile an hour out. Let's not forget the Great Westerns there that still haven't got anyone on. Why do you bother? To Swindon. I don't think this train will actually get to 125 mile an hour ever, will it? Don't know. Kelly says, I think you might reach 50,000 subscribers next year because the subscriber counter is going up slowly. Yeah, do you know what? I don't mind it's going up steadily, but people are still watching, so, you know, I'd rather that than everyone subscribe overnight and only sort of do YouTube for a year and then everyone sort of gets, you know, loses interest and disappears. So it's one of them. I genuinely don't mind. Slow and steady. Oh my lord, right, this might not be... Oh no, hang on, that's coming southbound. I was going to say there's a Voyager there. But it is a southbound Voyager, so we're alright. We're panicking, thinking it's no wonder that we've got nobody on board. Claxton Presidents, good evening. Enter the cab, please. Nope, I'm not going to do that simply because we're constricted to... I mean, on the Voyager, you have to chase it. You have to sort of... There you go. I mean, to be fair, the cab on this, it's no wonder it causes lag. Hey, Pinette, that's actually half decent, that cab, for Transport Fever. But, yeah, the problem with it is that obviously we can't look around, we can't see all these details, you know, we'd be sort of confined to one view, so I was going to stick with the cab. But then I sort of thought, do you know what, we'll stick out here so that we can see everything. Flipping it, Bishopshire, the temperature in my city reached 47 degrees today. Imagine that. I mean, it was about 27 round where I was. I was sat in the garden just enjoying the sun. Here we go. Right, okay, what's going first? Is it going to be the not Transpennine Express Chiltern Main Line or the Voyager? What's going to go to Birmingham first? I think, actually, looking at it, via Birmingham, everyone's waiting for the Chiltern. Oh, no, there's people waiting for the Voyager as well. Is it going to be full? Look at that. Nearly, nearly, nearly. Way, full. That'll do. So, in theory, this should, you know, get a wriggle on now. Have you got lots on? Yeah, 111. One thing that I would absolutely love them to do, and this is one thing that I really wish they would change for this is that, like, say you're down here at Oxford, and there's two trains that take exactly the same time to get, like, here to Birmingham, like this and the Chiltern. That if one's, you know, they'll just get on the first train that comes, so it'll help you sort of manage demand, rather than having, like, you know, because, like, this train might have space, but then this has got, like, 600 people waiting for it. But now if another cross-country comes in, only 13 will get on, you know what I mean? I wish it'd do that, and I wish it'd also look at, like, if you've got a stopping train versus an express, they get the express, because that's how it would work in real life, isn't it? Absolutely how it would work. Right, over we go. Did you read my DMs before the stream started? I didn't, unfortunately, Abnormal. I had seen that you'd mentioned about things to do in the future, but I hadn't got a chance to read it. No, I'll have a look when the stream's over, if that's all right. I will take it from me, Bayham fan. I used to work and when they were at TransPennine. Oh, my lord. Road and Rail Studios, thank you so much for that. Very kind indeed. Very kind for donating. Very sad that this is the final episode of the series. I know, tell me about it. I genuinely am sad, but I can't milk this any longer. I've been, it has been going on years, hasn't it? And obviously I'd like to do some more building, get really excited. You know, it's one of them. What have we got coming south here? Oh, not many on that one either, is there? It's doing 90 mile an hour, which is a little bit hellfire. Look at that there. Whizzing past. Actually looks quite slow, doesn't it, when you're looking at it from up here? Will you be doing Bus Simulator 27? I absolutely will. Because do you know what? Whilst Bus Simulator was absolutely terrible, Bus Simulator 21, it was garbage. But hell, it made me a lot of money over the years. So, you know, I will be doing Bus Simulator 27. I am really hoping, I've got my fingers crossed that it will be brilliant. I'm not convinced it will, but do you know, I really hope for the sake of the game that it is brilliant. Busbound is not completely terrible. So yeah, fingers crossed, it will be alright. Fingers crossed. Yeah, absolutely, Road and Rail. I will do my best to try and get this save uploaded to the workshop. I'll have to try and do that on the stream, after the stream. What's the top earning route? It is the London to Edinburgh service at the moment, earning 109 million, closely followed, well, not closely followed at all, but followed by the Dundee to Southampton, which we're currently riding on now. So what I think we'll do, we'll take this all the way up to Edinburgh. In fact, we'll take it all the way up to Dundee. I know I said we were going to start in the south and end in the north, but we're going to take this all the way up to Dundee, get like a ScotRail down towards about Glasgow, then get the Avanti down to London again. We'll be down in London, won't we, at that point? There are going to be bits of this network we're not going to get to see, because I'm not being funny, we've been going almost an hour at this point. We've been going 50 minutes. Genuinely can't believe how, you know, like around Birmingham, this is just flowing. I thought we'd be sat outside waiting for a while. You know, we're whizzing in. I love that when you're a passenger on the train and you can see the train next to you sort of getting closer and then further away and closer again. I always find it quite spooky. What's this coming in here? Oh, that's the Manchester to Gloucester. This must look fantastic, you know, in real life, if that was the route you were doing. Sort of flying in here next to the other one next door. What's waiting here then? Chiltern mainline 642, London to Blackpool. Wow, Preston 800 passengers, 581 London Euston St Pancras. That's bonkers. Yeah, there are quite a few mods that I'm using in this save. There really are. Right, you're going now, 212 on board. What are you? You're the London Blackpool, aren't you? How many trains have I got on there? 4. I had upped it, hadn't I? Because you only used to be 2. Birmingham has really sort of lost its series, hasn't it? Yeah, it's lost its train service. Because obviously it had all the London Glasgows, didn't it? And now this is... Oh, look, the Chilton's behind us. It's been following us the whole way. Right, what have we got? Only 252 on board. It's a little bit nuts, isn't it? Right. Oh, is that ours? Oh, off we go. Flipping it, that made me jump. Are we just going? Yep. Oh, wow. Okay, no hanging about. Right, full steam ahead. So this is obviously crossing over and going round this bit. Not going over the top. I think it can go either way, can't it? Yeah, it can go around this way as well. I like that, the fact that it can, you know, it can signal smart. Because what that's done now is allowed this to come out. And not gloomy Birmingham New Street is quite weird to see. I mean, I think they'd have a job on, wouldn't they? Because obviously, oh, look, 170s. Way. They'd have a job on doing a canopy like that. They'd have to bulldoze half of Birmingham because obviously it's underground, isn't it? Is there a train you wish was on Transport Fever 2? I think the Class 700, a Thameslink 700 would do very well. I really do think that it would do well, to be honest with you. Obviously, we can... yeah, we've got the... I'm just saying there. Just seen that. Road and Rail Studios. West Country will likely focus on First Great Western Cross Country and GWR. Quite possibly. We can end up with the trains going from Bristol. The 8 cars here, we can have them like the Dundee to Penzance services. Why can I hear a 170 and can't see it? There it is. Quite loud, aren't they, the 170s? It's not stopping. We're not stopping. But Birmingham transfer should be Birmingham Parkway, really, shouldn't it? Jet Off Aviation and Rail. So you know how you're a train driver, right? Please can I have a cab ride in real life? Hey, my other half's not even allowed a cab ride, and I really, really wanted to be able to add my dad in the cab because he's very, very proud of me. He really is. I'd absolutely love to, but unfortunately I can't even do that. I'm afraid it's, yeah, there's very, very strict regulations regarding who you can and can't have in the cab. So, you know, it's a shame. I get why they do it. I do get why they do it. Honestly, Plaxton Presidents is the dream job. Like, well, it is for me anyway. I know it's not for everybody. You know, shift work's not for everybody, getting up at stupid o'clock in the morning. But yeah, for me, honestly, driving trains is an absolute dream job, and I'm so lucky. I really, really am lucky. Jack Tyson, sorry I'm very late. No, don't worry about it, Jack. Do not worry at all. You're just joining us doing 100 miles an hour nearly in a double-set Voyager. We're on our way to Dundee. We're going all the way. There's a 700 on a Patreon somewhere if you want to implement it for the final episode. I didn't realise that abnormal. I did not realise that at all. 100 mile an hour. It is actually 125 miles an hour between Birmingham and Sheffield. But you know what? I'm just happy it got up to line speed. For once. I think this is the fastest we've gone yet, isn't it? Into Sheffield there. We are actually making our way up the country at quite a rate of knots. The only problem with this one now is it does become quite slow, doesn't it? You know, sort of. I think this is probably the longest distance between cities because obviously we go up to Leeds and York and sort of up to Newcastle. So it gets quite commutery, doesn't it, really? Obviously, in real life, these places are like an hour apart. Well, Birmingham to Sheffield is, what, an hour and a half? Or is it an hour? I don't know. I don't know. Missed opportunity to build HS2. How you say about the double-set Voyagers? I've seen quite a few recently. Here we go, into Sheffield. Oh yeah, sorry, hello everyone, I hadn't seen that. Yeah, we're not connecting Yarmouth on this. Just out of spite more than anything for the people of Yarmouth. No, we're leaving the Isle of Wight untouched, completely untouched. Hey, look at that, Leeds, 600 passengers to go, so we'll obviously got 200 spaces if nobody gets off, so that'll make a dint in that one. Class 700 is Kelmy patron. Ah, okay. Might have to have a look at that. Right, here we go. Oh, look at that. We're going to take loads of people out of Sheffield now. It's a good thing. What happened to Cleethorpes? We don't actually have Cleethorpes on this map, unfortunately. It's just over here somewhere. Which, it's a bit of a shame, isn't it? But obviously we don't have Wales on it all, do we? It's just how this map works. It's more focused on the north-south side of things. Right, off we go. Full steam ahead to Leeds. 458 passengers on board. Where can we find the Class 185 mod that you are using? Unfortunately, it's not publicly available. I was sent it. It is going to change as well because the author had said, because obviously there's, is it Scotch Bob? Is that who makes the 450 and the, I can't remember. But yeah, they're going to update the 185 so it uses that as a D0, a base mod. Right, look at that, a bit of 9 car. A lot of train, isn't it? Oh, and what's going south here? Is that a 9 car? Double set? Nope, single set 5 car. I do like the fact we've got the mixed. You know, mixed, some of them are longer than others. Yeah, that's the one. So yeah, that 185 that I've got, it is going to be updated. Yeah, so I thought, obviously, asking about what map's going to be next, or like after the West Country series, we'll be on to Transport Fever 3 by the time the West Country series ends. But I thought we'd show the West Country some love purely and simply because this has done like Scotland, it's got the north of England in, it's got sort of around London and Kent. We have completely missed out. I mean, those Great Westerns that go London to Swindon that I put in this episode, in this series, are absolutely laughable. So I thought it'll give us a chance to actually see some proper Great Westerns whizzing about. You know, it's something we've not had. Again, potentially a Wales series, but obviously we don't have 175s for this game, or I don't think we do we? Let's have a look. Transport Fever 2, Workshop, Class 175. Oh my lord, there actually is a 175. It don't look... Okay, it's alright. It says, yeah, this is a low-quality placeholder mod adapted from the Adelante. Kind support from Random Northern Nerd. Okay, so it's not like a properly detailed one, but yeah, we could do a Welsh series at some point, couldn't we? We could. Right, here we go. Yeah, it's Jim Bob Taylor. So many Voyagers. I know. Tell me about it. Voyagers everywhere. We're on a 9-car one at the moment. Oh, there's another one there. Yeah, that's the thing, Bishopsham. It's, yeah, they are long hours. They can be long hours. Obviously, I know in this country they can be long hours. I don't know what the sort of terms and conditions are over in India. But yeah, it's not a job. Working on the railway is not a job for somebody who likes to have a social life. Let's put it that way. But I enjoy it because I have no friends. So there we go. It's yeah. Oh, get your violin out, everybody. Terrible, terrible. Yeah, this Race to the North series is my Longest series that I've done on Transport Fever. Is it the longest? When you say it's the longest series, do you mean ever? Like that anyone's ever done? Surely not. That'd be good, wouldn't it? In the old record books there. Right, yeah, lots of people boarding here, lots of lighting. Flipping heck, Leeds is a busy one. Leeds to Sheffield, hell of a lot of demand there. Absolutely abnormal. Gather the orchestra. LJ99S4U, hello, good evening. It's Shane123. I think you'll find now you've got 41,000 friends. Oh, that's very, very kind of you. No, I won't be connecting Yarmouth, I'm afraid. Hello, everyone. It's we're leaving that completely untouched. It's going to be the only place on this map that hasn't got any sort of service. Genuinely, just a class 800. I genuinely do not know why the Voyagers are so hated. I think they are absolutely wonderful trains. I really do. Solidly built. They're like the Meridians, you know, the 185s, any of the D0 fleet. I think they're solid units. Very reliable, you know. I haven't ever been on a Voyager that's had any technical issues. Obviously, the fact that they used to tilt, so they're obviously a very, very clever unit. Could really do with getting rid of the wheat from between the, you know, in the forefoot. I guess this is what we call efficient use of the land, isn't it? The farmers sort of farming in the 6 foot. I said 4 foot, didn't I? I mean 6 foot. 6 foot and 10 foot. Here we go, full steam ahead up to York. Shen says, absolutely loving Supermarket Simulator at the moment. Do you know what? Now that I've managed to get rid of the flipping bakery, it's not that bad. It's not that bad at all. If you did this series again, would you build HS2? Probably not, to be honest with you, because we don't have any stock for it. But also, London to Birmingham, we have trains that go non-stop London to Birmingham, so there'd be absolutely no point. I know a couple of people had suggested it. What can I hear? I can hear a 185 somewhere. Oh, it's there. It's leaving in front of us. You better not slow us down. Next stop, Middlesbrough. To be honest with you. What have we got here? Dundee, Southampton. There's a few getting on. Ah, someone's done a series with 149 episodes. Never mind. Oh, there's a Satsuma over there. Oh, my God. Alex Hardy, member for 17 months. Thank you so much for that, Alex. Dropping in to say hi, have a fab stream. So sad this series is over, but I'm looking forward to see what happens in the West Country. No, you and me both. Honestly, I'm genuinely really excited about it. I really am excited. But no, thank you for that. I'm glad you love the series. Ooh, look at that. Voyager flying in there. I think the Lanur is going to beat us. The Lanur is leaving before us, everybody. That is scandalous, because that stops at Berwick-upon-Tweed as well, doesn't it? What are your thoughts on the 180? I don't dislike a 180, to be honest with you. I genuinely don't dislike a 180. They're not terrible. I mean, well, they are terrible in every sense, but like when you actually travel, like I used to when I lived up in Huddersfield, if ever I was going to London, I used to go down on Grand Central from Brighouse, and you know, they were comfortable from a passenger perspective. But obviously I know they've been plagued with technical issues. A lot of Alstom stuff has, you know, the Caradias, the 175s, the 180s, the 334s, the 458s, the 460s. That sort of generation of Alstom stuff really, really suffered with technical issues, didn't it? And then you're looking at that sort of same time, well, just later on, the Pendolino came, and that's been absolutely fantastic. So, yeah, I don't really... so I don't get that. Oh, look, it's an ex-Avanti set. Full and standing, lovely. Good for the old the bank balance there. This must be waiting a bit of time here. Oh, the Flying Scotsman LNER is back. Is it this one? Don't know. Right, here we go. Come on, shut your doors. It's no worry at all that Lanneur's gone in front of us. It's doing 80 miles an hour and is way in front, way in front. Has the Transpennine gone to Middlesbrough yet? Yeah, that's made it round the corner. So this is really going to get a clear, clear run the whole way, isn't it? I don't mind it waiting here because the LNER is going to set off. LJ the man says, I miss Sam Bradifax. Now, let me think. I've forgotten what that is now. Hang on, let me ask. I've genuinely, we've done that many series over the years, I have forgotten. City Skylines 2, that's the one. Oh, that got so bad in the end, didn't it? So bad. I know I'm a tad late, I'll be re-watching it. No worries at all, Hamish, no worries. It's great to have you with us. Jet Off Aviation and Rail, do you have any advice if you want to be a train driver? Genuinely, I would advise applying for jobs that are not train drivers. Not like obviously working at Boots the Chemist or something like that, you know what I mean? But like work on the station, for example, on the ticket barriers, a job as a guard if the trains in your local area have guards on board, other jobs before driving, because you think, say you get a driver's job, get them at 18 now. You think 40 years, if you're working 40 years, that's a long time of doing the same thing. I've granted, admittedly, I have been trying to get a driver's job for the last 9 years. And here we go, it's taken a long time. It's been a long time coming indeed. But I've really loved being a guard. It is a fantastic job. It's an important job, it really is. But again, there's trains like Cross Country, LNER, Avanti that have got catering on them. There are so many jobs on the railway. And it's very difficult. And don't get me wrong, some people do it. There were some people on my training course that are coming completely not from the railway. But it was such a steep learning curve. It's like, oh my God, there's so much terminology. There's, and it's always good to sort of experience different jobs in the railway. I would advise that anyway. I really would. Total PKG Productions, rest in peace, RTTN, sad face, accidentally wrote the smile emoticon. Oh no! Well, we're not smiling about it, are we? We're very upset. I mean, we're excited in the fact that there's going to be a new series. That's exciting stuff. How long do you think the new series will go on for? Either until we get bored or until Transport Fever 3 comes out, I think. I genuinely don't know how I'm going to do it. So obviously there's going to be the European side of things, there's going to be American, there's going to be sort of the Asian vehicle sets. I think there's going to be another one as well, isn't there? Is there going to be like a snowy? I don't know. What was the? Yeah, there was going to be 4, wasn't there? And I've completely forgotten. Like every train, you could only have European vehicle sets originally, couldn't you? Transport Fever, you got the American. Transport Fever 2, you got the Asian vehicles. Transport Fever 3, there's going to be another. I've completely forgotten, but yeah, we're going to have a couple of new series. We might even have a Joe Plus exclusive series. Oh, hang on, have we caught somebody? No, we're speeding up again. We need the LNER to just disappear in front of us. Waiting for a free path. Ah, that's because this is in the way, isn't it? Yeah, we need that. We need you to get out of the way and this to get out of the way, because obviously this is going to catch up with. Can you redo Race to the North in Transport Fever 3? I probably won't. I mean, we might do. But I think there's lots of other exciting things we can do before we do that. Absolutely. Hello, everyone. Yeah, I agree with you there. That's what I've done with my Transport Fever Race to the North. What's that? Sorry, Abnormal. Expanded with more towns. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, expanded with more towns. That would be absolutely brilliant. This, here we go. What have we got? Century. 100 years of progress. Right, that's on its way. Come on. Were we only doing 30 over there? Well, that's, yeah, the cross-country's caught it up now, hasn't it? What's this going up here? That's another Dundee Southampton. Is that behind a... oh, that's behind a freight train. Lovely stuff. Oh, dear. Bumped a bunch of extra towns in. You see, I would like bigger maps. That's what I'm hoping for, that we'll get much bigger maps. Because obviously I'd love this Dundee Southampton to actually take a much... You know, if this map was twice as long, this train would take twice as long. You know, and Edinburgh could be twice as far away, so it would actually get up to 125. We'd have a bit of high speed running. You know, I really do want bigger maps. That's why I like things like OpenTTD. I know that visually it's not the best, but you can make properly long intercity routes. I think it's brilliant. Right, off we go. Now, obviously, the thing with this is that this is blasting along. It's a lot quicker as the Azuma. What's that? 4,470 kilowatts. 5,040 kilowatts, but obviously, we're looking weight there. This weighs a hell of a lot more. I think the Global Rescue will probably... It depends what we're doing with Transport Fever, but Global Rescue or Supermarket Simulator will probably go. You are kidding, aren't you? Are you having a laugh? They're holding Voyager for the... Oh, for crying out loud. I genuinely cannot believe that's happened. You have no buses in Berwick-upon-Tweed? No, yeah, I do. There we go. Berwick to Edinburgh. We haven't got any over here. But then I don't think this side of the... Yeah, I can't connect it to this side. Obviously, we've got the freight terminal there. What's that? Is that the... yeah, that's the one, isn't it? That's doing 75. Smart signalling, that would be good. I mean, to be fair, it's not the end of the world, because the Azuma's going to get out in front. The Voyager's going to be able to sit at 75. Hopefully, the freight isn't going to catch the Azuma. The Azuma will have left Berwick before then, so the freight can keep going along. That'll then get out of the way, and this can carry on up to Edinburgh. Yeah, I mean, nothing's set in stone regarding Supermarket Sim, but obviously if Transport Fever's, you know, at the end of the day, if this is doing better and more people want to watch it, if Supermarket Sim or Global Rescue aren't doing so well, or Busbound, or, you know, whatever, then obviously we'll pause that while we do things like Transport Fever 3 that people want to see, you know, so yeah, nothing's set in stone, like I say, but we'll just see what happens with it. We'll see what happens. We're up at 75 miles an hour now. The freight in front. This is going to keep accelerating. It is, Jack. Unfortunately, this is going to be the last episode of Transport Fever 2 Race to the North. Honestly, it's just insane where the time's gone. In fact, yeah, we will have been going over 2 years because I was with my ex when I started this series, which is just bonkers, isn't it? Absolutely bonkers. Like how much has changed in 2 years for me. Living in the south, completely different job. Moon Mac, yeah, absolutely did enjoy Worldwide Rush. Fantastic game. Really, really good. Didn't get the viewers in because it's not visually pretty to look at. It's the problem. You know, a lot of people that subscribe to my channel in particular like, you know, pretty graphics, and I can't blame you. You know, this is very pretty. Why wouldn't you want to look at the Voyager? But Worldwide Rush was really, really good fun, and I really did enjoy it. Yeah, I loved it, and I do miss playing it, but it's one of them, isn't it? Right, oh no, don't tell me you're slowing down. You're slowing down because the Laneur is blocking everything up, but it has gone, so here we go. We're travelling at reduced speed. You should come back here yearly just for the vibes. Will they provide you a key for Transport Fever 3? I don't know, to be honest with you. I genuinely don't know. If you remember when this updated and you could get the deluxe edition, they did provide me a key. But obviously it depends what they're doing publishing wise. Transport Fever 2, I bought that myself because I didn't have a YouTube channel back then. Oh no, sorry, I did, but I wasn't doing it like full time. Wasn't doing daily videos on it. Obviously now, you know, I have got a lot of series on this, so maybe that'd be really good, wouldn't it? Oh no, 60 miles an hour, slowing right down. I remember when the Voyagers used to stop here, and we took Berwick off because it was so overcrowded. Ah, right, this is why we've slowed down, because we've got a train coming the other way. This does cause mayhem, doesn't it? We could do with this being 4-track all the way down. It's still accelerating. He's really edging his bets that this is going to be out the way, doesn't he? Isn't he? Right, there we go. Go, 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 go. Full steam ahead. 100 miles an hour. Let's get to Edinburgh. What's my oldest series? It's a difficult one. That is a difficult one. Yeah, not sure, to be honest with you. Giggy Backshaw Wilkinson, hello. I've been watching your series, or watching this series since episode 1. Haven't missed an episode. That is absolutely brilliant to hear. Just wondering, what is your favourite loco and multiple unit? I think my favourite locomotive has to be a Class 66. I like a 66. They're practical. They work. They're popular. You can always see one, you know, there's a lot of them. And I think my favourite multiple unit, it used to be a 185. I genuinely don't know if a 185 has been knocked off the top spot. Yeah, I don't know. But I do like 158s, I like Voyagers, I like pretty much anything that's built by Siemens. Any of the Zero family, I think they're all fantastic. We do have a lot of really, really good trains in the UK. We've got a couple of absolutely terrible classics, don't get me wrong. But, you know, overall, we have a load of really, really good trains. I'm going to say something very controversial here. I'm not struck on Pendolinos. And I know that people will be clutching the pearls. What? How can you not like Pendolinos? I just don't really like them, to be honest with you. Like, they're just... Don't get me wrong, they're a very impressive train. Very impressive train. Oh, Bishop Shum, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much, and yeah, welcome to the Joe Plus side of things. I hope you enjoy your stay. It's Jim Bob Taylor. There's a joke about... Good Lord, this is a family show. You're absolutely right there. Oh, forgive me while I clutch my pearls. No, what was I saying about Pendolinos? Yeah, they're a very, very impressive train. Can't get a, you know, they are, and they've worked wonders for the West Coast Main Line. But I'm not struck on them. But there you go. That's that. Right, okie dokie. We've come to a stand because all the platforms are full. That's not good. I mean, I don't mind so much that it's slowing down going northbound, because obviously we want to keep this southbound service nice and on time, because we don't want it to disrupt the other trains, do we? Although we do have 2 platforms here that are not being used, and they can't be used. Yeah, that's a shame, isn't it? But never mind. So this Edinburgh-Glasgow here, we should really have... we should have insisted that can only use these platforms. Never mind. It is what it is. God, people would be going absolutely mental if this were in real life. Sat outside the station waiting and waiting and waiting. Jet Off Aviation, are you asking if I do drive 444s for South Western Railway, or are you telling me that I do drive 444s for South Western Railway? Is it a question or a statement? Right, here we go. 185's going, so this Voyager will be on its way momentarily. Ah, Euro lorries. I would like to do another Euro lorries stream. I really would. Absolutely fantastic game. There's new Netherlands, Belgium and Luxembourg. It's absolutely brilliant. I'm waiting for the UK. They're redoing the UK, aren't they? In this heat, there'd have been an uncontrolled evacuation with that standing time. I know, tell me about it. Oh, southbound's going, there we go. Next stop, Newcastle. Sorry, it's not Newcastle, is it? It's Newcastle. That's how they pronounce it from the local area. Iceman will be in a minute. He'll be telling me I'm doing it wrong. Oh, a bit of both. Oh, I'm with you. So it's a question and a statement. Love it. Certainly would be cool to drive a 444, wouldn't it? Look at that. Very impressive station, this one. Could we have done more with Edinburgh? Could we have had more platforms? It's difficult, isn't it? Because obviously we've built it through the middle of the city, and now we've got stuff going on each side. So we've really limited how we can expand this station. Now, how are we going to be in terms of... look, Kirkcaldy. Oh, wow, there's lots of people waiting at Kirkcaldy. Oh, yeah, there's the coaches as well, isn't there? Oh, here he is, right on cue. Iceman, if this was not for... if it was not for watching your streams on Transport Fever 2... then myself and my 13-year-old son would not be playing it. Lol. Oh, that's really good to hear. I'm glad you enjoy it. I mean, unless of course you're not enjoying playing it. I mean, I keep getting repeated messages off Mr. Jim Bob Taylor with screenshots of City Bus Manager, and curse you. I'll rue the day that he got into this, because yeah, he's addicted to City Bus Manager. And he blames me. He blames me. Says it's my fault. Can you believe it? No, don't worry. It's Shane123. UK rework will probably late next year. Hopefully some form of Coaches DLC is the next big update. Or update. Yeah. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's fine. It's Friday. Who needs to spell on a Friday night? What's your opinion on the Class 91 and the Intercity 225 set? That's my favourite loco. What am I saying? Yeah, I love a 91. Definitely. 91's my favourite loco. I was thinking diesels. Yes, I have seen the new Arterio Class 701. I think it looks quite nice, to be honest with you. I think they look all right. I really do. I think they're a good-looking set. Obviously, they've got the new GBR livery, haven't they? Mr. Avanti 4, hello. I'm doing really, really well. How are you doing? Hope you're fantastic on this Friday night. I'm enjoying this City Bus Manager and Global Rescue. Sorry, am I causing you some bills? Look on your Monzo and find that the amount of stuff going to Steam is really, really, yeah, it's far too much money being paid to Steam. Moon Matt, I've got to go for a bit. Sad to see the rest of North go, but excited for the new series. No, thank you so much, Matt. Very, very kind indeed. And yeah, it has been a really, really good series, hasn't it? But all good things must come to an end. Is the new cross-country livery on Transport Fever 2? Yeah, it most certainly is. Most certainly is. Give me one interesting fact about the train that you drive. Ooh, that is a difficult one. Let me think. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's lots of interesting facts about the train that I drive, but yeah. So some of the trains that I drive have well, they all have axle boxes because every train has an axle box, otherwise it'd have no wheels. But some of the trains I drive can detect their own hot axle boxes, and some of the trains, you know, if they're hot and you need to stop, so some of the trains I drive can detect their own hot axle boxes, and some require line-side equipment to detect the hot axle boxes. And I never knew that. I find that very interesting indeed. So, like, I don't know if I'd... Well, we'll use the Voyager, for example, because we're here. But, like, so, like, on a Voyager, for example, you know, your hot axle box is sort of in here. Well, I'm assuming it is. It'd be sort of around here, wouldn't it? And if that gets hot, obviously, it can cause damage. So, so yeah. So if that gets hot... But, yeah, some of the trains I drive can work it out themselves, and some can't. Which, like I say, as a passenger, how would you ever know that? You just wouldn't, would you? I never knew it. Jack Tyson, I will find you in one day. What, like him off Taken? Liam Neeson. I will find you. I'm going to have to invest in a big hat and some big dark glasses like Meryl Streep in Devil Wears Prada. So that nobody can tell who I am. Is this the finale of Race to the North? It absolutely is, unfortunately. It is unfortunate, isn't it? But, yeah. Unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. And this journey's coming to an end. Flipping heck, we're at Dundee already. Big Mushy, love the content. Have you seen Donuts Transport Fever series? I was wondering if you would go for a higher detail in your own Western Main Line. I am terrible at decorating, and this is why all my cities that I build on, like city skylines, look absolutely crap, because I'm just terrible at decorating. I really, really am. It's, yeah. Yeah, it's just, yeah, I'm just not very good at it. So yeah, I mean, I can try to do a little bit of detail, and it would look good, wouldn't it? I mean, look at this, for example. I've had all on just stripping the fields and the wheat out of the track, out of the ballast. Here we go, coming racing in now. You could say we finally finished the race. We got to the north. Absolutely could. Absolutely could, you're right there. Is there any wheat in the middle of the track that you drive on? There is weeds, like genuinely, in some areas you can't see the track because there's that much greenery. It's very weird. You sort of feel like you're off-roading, off-railing. Yeah, there's some parts that are quite overgrown. It is odd. It is odd. Joe, you have no idea. Those haphazard city building that you did in City Skylines was awesome. It was much better than watching grids and grids being made by everyone. This is very true. I do not like grid cities. I don't like it. I've got a mod installed here so that they don't build squares and it just builds randomly. Like, this is why we've got the road following this round here. I like a sort of mod random city, you know. I find it more interesting. A lot of the UK's roads, look on a map in the UK, the city... Well, there's no city planning in the UK. It just sort of grows and happens. Here we are in Dundee. So we're going to make a change at Dundee for an electric unit. There we go. The ScotRail. Cheeky little 318. Hamish, like how rail track treated their lines, weeds everywhere. Yeah, we'll have to call it Joe Track. Right, where are we now? Oh, here we are. Have we got a detailed cab on the 318s? Oh, wow. Oh my god, they've forgotten to put glass in the middle. It'll be terribly drafty. Well, it says class 150 up there. You can see this is why this guy's got short hair. There's no point doing your hair before you come to work, is there, on this? You end up with the right bouffant. That Voyager has actually set off back to Southampton before this. I thought that this would leave first. Must be doing some serious space in here. there another train? Oh, there's another train coming in here. Well, that's good. Because if there's another Voyager, this is going to block up all the tracks. Have you moved the buses down south? No, not yet. They're still up north. My other half has actually gone to see them today. Apparently 11:10 started, not a problem at all, which is interesting given it's an eclipse. B10 running absolutely fine. 6780 still awaiting some quite major repairs. We're nearly there with it. We're nearly there. But it won't start just yet, I'm afraid. And the B7L, well, the less said about that, the better, to be honest with you. What is your least favourite UK train? Probably the Mark 5s that are at Chiltern at the moment. I don't like them. I don't like the 195s. I'm not big on the 331s. The 197s. Basically, any of the new CAF Civity stuff. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. I find it quite uncomfortable to travel on. Yeah, just not a fan. It's just one of them, I'm afraid. Right, here we go. Come on, move, please, because there's a Voyager coming in now, and you're going to be stopping the intercity service. I could just manually turn it round, but then it'll be setting off with the doors on this side. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We've got movement. Yeah, the B7L is very much VOR at the moment. I don't think it's ever been VOR as in vehicle on road. Well, it hasn't under our ownership. Right, off we go. Oh, little brake test there going out. 25 mile an hour. Jet Off Aviation and Rail. When will you do a show with one or all of your buses in attendance? I would like to see them in person. Hey, the best way to guarantee that's to donate to the flipping channel, I tell you. It's yeah, it's expensive business keeping buses on the road, and obviously with me taking quite a substantial pay cut and moving house, yeah, money hasn't been there unfortunately, and of course because of all the training I've been doing, I haven't had the time. You know, it's been a hell of a couple of months for me. It really has, but we're coming out the other end of it, and honestly, it was worth it. It was worth it. Right, off we go down to Perth. 46 miles an hour, what can we do? 90. Interesting fact for you as well. There you go. Here's an interesting fact that I learnt whilst I was at work. So if you look, we'll probably pick this train here. Right, so we're on the Voyager. Can you see this here? This is what this little bar here that's like a shock absorber. Okay, well now we've come out of that. Right, well, there we go. We'll zoom in on this bogie. Can you see this bar sort of runs horizontal from the train to the bogie, right to left? That is what's called a yaw damper. Okay, and that's what on the Hitachis they had problems with, and that's why they had to take them all out of service a couple of years ago. So, yeah, it's like that Voyager has a yaw damper, and what that stops the train doing as it's going along is it sort of wiggles. Like, if you imagine, you know when a Labrador gets very happy and wags its tail and its bum is sort of working independently to the main frame of the Labrador? So that sort of happens on the trains when they're moving at speed. So obviously, you're looking at that now. That sort of only tends to happen above 100 miles an hour, which is why the 166s can only do 90 miles an hour, because they do not have yaw dampers. There you go. There's an interesting fact for you that I learned at, and that's why they can't do 100. Apparently. So yeah. Obviously, the 165s can only do 75 miles an hour, but ignore that. But yeah, they can't do 100 because of that reason. So if they were fitted, because underneath a 166 shares a lot of similarities with the 170, which can obviously do 100. So yeah. We had the same issue with the 195 fleet. Yeah, there were a lot of I enjoyed the fix that some of them had done. I'll have to see if I can find you the photo of that. It was a truly special fix. It was brilliant. What's my favourite Southwestern railway station? Surbiton, because I think it sounds funny. It makes me laugh. I've no idea why. It just sounds funny. Was it Surbiton that in Harry Potter they filmed it there and there was fast southwestern trains running through? Bishopsham says, my Labrador is proud of you for this analogy. Excellent, I'm glad you enjoyed that. We used to have a spaniel that used to do the same. It was like trying to go around with a B7LA or a, a Wright Eclipse articulated bus. Or a Wright streetcar, it's just all over the place. It used to go sideways in excitement. The only time I've ever gone sideways is usually when I've had a glass of wine or two. But yeah. That's generally, I don't know, do these have, I mean, these can do 90, so that was what made me think of it. I can't see a yaw damper on that, so that's probably why these can only do 90. I don't know much about the 318s. We don't have them at South Western. Oh, I mean Great Western. I mean Cross Country. I mean South Eastern. Great British Railways. We don't have them at Great British Railways. They're only at ScotRail. No worries, 358 lover. Good evening. Hope you're having a fantastic night. I mean Thameslink. I'm trying to think of everyone else who operates in the south. This is where it turns out I've been lying to you all along and I'm a driver for ScotRail at Aberdeen Depot out of Wick. It's the tippity top of Scotland. Right, off we go. Joe trying to say where he works to prevent fans taking photos. Absolutely. No, do you know what? Whenever I was at TPE, if ever I bumped into someone, if they ever asked for a selfie, I used to, if they ever asked for a selfie, I'd happily take one. It's difficult, isn't it? Because, it's very easy to fall out with people on the internet. People get very stressed at other people in the internet, probably more so than they would in real life, face to face. So you can end up with people disliking you on the internet for absolutely no reason at all. There'll be people who'll have watched my streams or videos, and I'll have put a 318 double set on this route, and they might not have run it in real life. And they'll go around and say, "Oh, I hate that Joe on YouTube. Terrible, terrible person." Because that's just the way the internet works. People fall out with each other. You see it so much, particularly at the moment. So you don't want that interfering with your work life, do you? I like to go to work, do my job as good as I can. Put a lot of effort in, and then come home, and so it's sort of separate. That's why I don't say where I work. I'm happy to talk about work, but just not the company, because you don't want to make enemies, do you? But yeah, I mean, hey, this is actually doing pretty well. What have we got here? 181. Full. Excellent. And I think we're our way to Glasgow, where we're going to be changing onto a Pendolino. Oh no, David Randall, don't tell me that I've been misled. I'm fairly sure it's 75 miles an hour top speed without yaw dampers. The 320/3s had to have them installed to do 90 miles an hour. But this doesn't have them, and this can do 90. Unless it has them under. Let's just. I don't think you're allowed to be here while the train's in motion. No, this absolutely, definitely does not. They've put the track circuit actuator in. Wow, that's cool. There's a lot of detail on this. Unless this is based on the... Because this is based on the 150 model, isn't it? So maybe that's why, if they've used the same bogie and not changed it. Don't worry, Joe, if I ever come down to the UK and meet you, it will be a respectful fanboy moment. A bit like the time that I met Faye from Steps. I was doing my absolute best to be like chilled out and like, yeah, not bothered, hi, lovely to meet you. And there's meanwhile inside I was getting really excited, like, oh my god, it's Faye from Steps. Half of you lot won't even know who Steps are, and that's downright insulting. That makes me feel very old. Come on, full steam ahead, 57 miles an hour. Going to be joining on in a moment, just over the motorway. We do have a lot of Bayham fan. 41,000 human beings all going down to Southwestern tomorrow. I'm not working tomorrow, I'm afraid. I've got Saturday and Sunday off, and then I'm going for a traction assessment on Monday. So basically, I'm going to have to open all the cupboards and tell my manager what's what. And then we're going for a little drive and checking that It's Jim Bob Taylor, you're not fooling anyone. Who are Steps? You know exactly who Steps are. In a desperate bid to look young, you pretend you don't know who they are. Jet Off Aviation and Rail. Bye, Joe. Thanks so much for this amazing stream. No worries at all. No worries. Thanks so much for joining. Honestly, it's a monumental stream, isn't it, this one? We've been going an hour and 41. Oh, my Lord. I'm feeling, sort of, just so you guys know what's going to happen, I'm feeling that we're going to go down to London with the Avanti, and then we're going to catch the LNER from London King's Cross back up to Edinburgh, and that will probably be where the live stream finishes, because we'll have done most of our railways there. I can hear a 185. No, I can't. I can hear a loco with nothing on it. Yeah, so I think we're going to go down to... I think we're going to do London and then back up to Edinburgh, and we'll finish the stream there, because obviously we will have gone on the main race to the north routes there. There is a lot that I would love to cover, and unfortunately we just don't have the time, because we would be here until... Like, there's so much railway on this. Here we go. Let's have a look. We've got some local stuff down here. 318s, what are they on? We've got the... I can't click it. I want to click the train. Let me click the train. Can't click the trains. I don't know why. Right, I'm going to click the Pendolino before it comes into the platform. London to Glasgow. Here we are. What are we? We're a 9-car Pendolino. They do look good, don't they? I preferred the Virgin livery, I'm not going to lie. We should time the West Coast and the East Coast to see which one is actually faster. That is an excellent idea. That's a really good idea. So, yeah, with your stopwatches, everybody. In fact, do you want me to time it? Do you want me to actually time it? Right, okay. Well, I can't do it on timer. I can't set the 10-minute timer and say, right, I need a scrap of paper to write this down on. Right, what's this? A receipt for Korean street food. Right, I'll write on the back of that. So, guacamole versus the ecamole. I'm not taking into account delays. So, if this is delayed due to congestion, then, you know, we're not going to knock time off. We're not going to knock time off. Right, Pendolino's going. Start your timer. As it says on RuPaul's Drag Race, start your engines. Right, there we go. The timer is going. Clock is ticking. I am absolutely using the timer on my iTelephone. I was just writing, you know, when we got the final time. I wasn't going to... I was writing it on the back of the receipt. Off we go. Flipping heck, it's quite quick, this thing, isn't it? Obviously, this has quite a few hills to contend with. Out of the two, I think that the East Coast, I'm predicting that the East Coast main line is going to be quicker. Now, the reason I say that is because the West Coast stops more. So hang on, if we count together, you've got... Oh no, hang on, it might not. So that goes Glasgow, Carlisle, Preston, London. So that's 4 stops. Glasgow, Carlisle, Preston, London. The East Coast goes London, York, Newcastle, Berwick-upon-Tweed, Edinburgh. Wow, okay, so actually, the East Coast stops more. That's very interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. Because obviously this goes via the Trent Valley now. Well, the not Trent Valley. There's a bit more congestion around Birmingham on this. The East Coast might be faster. Yeah, do you know, at first I was like, yeah, we know the East Coast is going to be faster, of course it is. But now I'm genuinely excited. genuinely excited about this. So, off we go. 60 miles an hour. Bayern fan, come on West Coast Main Line. Who are we chanting for? Who are we excited for? East Coast or West Coast? Yeah, but you say that, Road and Rail, but this is London First Stop Preston, isn't it, on this? Trains and stuff. Come on, West Coast Main Line. It's got quite a few big hills, and if it gets stuck behind a 185 coming down here, a lot more people that want the West Coast Main Line than the East Coast Main Line. That's intriguing. Right, we're on 2 minutes 30. 2 minutes 30. Oh, Bishopsham now wants the East Coast. I thought you wanted the West Coast. Oh, no, you did want the East. Did you want the... No, right, yep, East Coast. Stephen Smith, East Coast. Iceman, East Coast all the way. Wesley Grady wants the West Coast. Bozza Lewis, East Coast Main Line all day. Road and Rail Studios, Go 390. Kelly Hall, West Coast Main Line. Farmer G on the East Coast and rooting for that. Excellent. $90 miles an hour, no hanging about. But then if the East Coast got stuck behind a freight train between Newcastle and Berwick, that could be fatal. Trains and stuff, West Coast, West Coast. Scorpion Wolf, I can see that the UK will get newer Pendolinos. See, this is the thing. Obviously, they've ordered they've ordered non-tilting trains, haven't they? The Evero, the Hitachi units. Jim Bob Taylor, I'm rooting for the fastest one. Sitting on the fence there, scandalous. Bay and Fang, go little Pendo. To be fair, this is big Pendo. This is the 11 coach. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Little Pendo B9 coach. Getting up to 110 miles an hour now. Bishopsham, how can I not be rooting for my favourite Morpeth curve? We didn't put the Morpeth curve in. I mean, sort of, it should have been like... I mean, I know it's 50 around the Morpeth curve, but we should have sort of... The Morpeth curve should really have been that, shouldn't it? Right, here we go. 111 miles an hour. We're slowing down for Carlisle already. Really is a fast service. It has been 4 minutes and 36 seconds. Coming through the fields of wheat. Look out the right hand window, you'll see Theresa May somewhere over there running about. York's Transport, go East Coast Main Line, but I do love an Avanti. I mean, this is now, is this following something? It's slowing down, isn't it? What have we got here? Manchester to Edinburgh 185 in front. That could put the Nutcrackers on the West Coast Main Line, winning the prize. What have we got? 67 boarding for Preston. What else have we got? So for Preston, 639 waiting for the TransPennine. They must have a special offer on tickets. Still got our 142s going strong there. That's what we like. I'm going to imagine that the congestion you've caused with cross-country and the freight on the East Coast Main Line is equivalent to the Morpeth curve. Yeah, there are a lot of trains, isn't there, between York and Newcastle. Obviously, there's the TransPennines as well. There's a lot, isn't there? Oh, here we go. John Woad, if it's anything like the last time I went to London, we'll get stuck in Wigan and Crewe. Luckily, I've not built Wigan and Crewe, so we're not likely to get stuck there. Hamish says, how a railway should be old buses in 2026. Honestly, I used to quite like the 142s. I thought they were nice. I preferred the 144s. We're not going to get stuck behind that 185, are we? Look at that. There we go. Oh, hang on. There's a freight. Oh, it's 57 mile an hour freight, but it is 4-track, isn't it, down here? 185's up here. A couple of signal blocks in front. Oscar the Ferrari fan, got to go enjoy the rest of it? No, thank you so much. Have a lovely night. We've got a environmental bus going over the railway there. Hamish says Crewe should be on here. They had to change the Avanti livery. If you look, can you see how they like the triangle on the coaches? It just has the A, and it was confusing people. So if you look now, it says Avanti by each. It was confusing people because they thought that like every coach was coach A. They're like, I'm booked in coach K, and there isn't one. It's same as when First Great Western, if you remember the fag packet livery, it said first next to every door. And everyone thought that every coach was first class, and you were like, it's just confusing people here. So yeah, they've changed that now. I think one of them still has it. I think the last one, the first one they delivered, still has it. Right, off we go. 66 miles an hour. Rightio, just bear with me. Nature calls, so I shall be back in just one moment. I'm going to leave this on. The clock is still ticking, everybody. Don't go anywhere. Rightio, back. Thank you so much, everybody, for your patience there. We are back. We're still racing along. I apologise if the camera angle was slightly bad there and you ended up just looking at the side of a hill. But, yeah, 100 miles an hour. Very exciting indeed. On our way to Preston. 4-track main line. It's one of the best things that I could have done for this West Coast main line. I think we all know, don't we, that if I'd have just left this as a 2-track... I mean, have we overtaken the freight? No. All right, okay. Maybe we wouldn't have caught the freight then. Where is it? Like, genuinely, where is it? It's there. Is that it? No, that's an Avanti. Where did the freight go? It joined here. I saw it. And now I feel like I'm going mad. Oh, it's there. Right, there we go. Ah, so yeah, it would, yeah, it'd have caused us to slow down a bit, wouldn't it? Just over 10 minutes. BM fan, I've found your channel from RTTN. So glad you decided to do this map. No worries at all. No worries. I'm really glad that you enjoy the series. I am. Are you excited for Bus Simulator 27? Not particularly, but do you know what? I'm going in with low expectations and then I can only be pleasantly surprised. Yeah, could do, Hamish, absolutely. I say short, it'd probably be about 40 minutes, I know. Tell me about it. Do you know what? I'm going to do some gardening while we're here. There we go. I'm going to take the wheat out of the station. There we go. To be fair, I should take the wheat out of Preston in general, shouldn't I? Because, you know, these are people's houses. Take the field out. Lovely. Just all of it, to be honest with you. There we go. That's better. Okay, all out round here. All round here. It's taken 2 years, and I've finally got round to doing it. Right, off we go. Full steam ahead. Just harvesting the crops, yeah. By Teresa. Yeah, she's been mown down, bless her. Well, we haven't seen her on TV in a while, have we? Turns out Joe's mowed her down with his combine. As well, Bishopshire, it is pronounced Crewe. It's just me being silly. It's not Crewe. Just like it's not Gloucester or Bicester or Plymouth or Exibobbles. It's, you know, there's yeah. If it ever comes to pronunciation, just take no notice of how I pronounce it. Right, next stop, Londinium Town. London Town, London Euston, St Pancras. I wonder if we'll actually get to 100. Oh my lord, that's close. Flipping it, there's no overlap at that signal, is there? Christ, it's a good job you stopped Bob on the money. If we'd have had a spad, it would have been like that Hull Trains live stream that we did with the 802 and the 387. Good God, that's not good. The Pendo model does actually look pretty good, doesn't it? I mean, I don't know what it's like in the cab. Are we okay, pretty basic. Problem is when you're in the cab, you can't actually see any of the other trains because they've done something with the glass. Morse Borton, that's the one. Yeah, I love Morse Borton. It is a bit close, isn't it, Wesley? This is going over at, what, 100 miles an hour? Still accelerating, so that's good. £100 an hour nearly. Pendolino going the other way there. 60 miles an hour? Good Lord. Genuinely, at this time, I think the West Coast is going to be quicker. Unless this runs into some problems around Birmingham Parkway. Are you excited for Transport Fever 3? Definitely, definitely. Signal Sighting Committee must have been on the sherry for that one. I do like a bit of sherry. Because, yes, I am an 80-year-old woman. Oh, no, I made this... You know, I am secretly hoping that the East Coast wins. And I'm a little bit gutted that I made this junction way more efficient now. Oh, waiting for free path. Yes! I promise. I mean, you've been watching the live. I have not done anything to try and slow this down at all. You know, I've not clicked the power button to turn the train off. Is it waiting for the Manchester? It is, isn't it? Yeah. Look at that. And that stops at Northampton, so we're going to be stuck behind it. I mean, that is a pretty cool shot, isn't it? Look at that. I love it. That is so cool. That is really, really cool. Cross country going northbound there. Is that busy? Fair few on. Come on, put the freight out. Look at that. That's what we like. Down to 30 miles an hour. Like I say, not biased, except I'm completely biased. The signal as an East Coast fan, they must be. They must be. On to 16 and a half minutes now. I can't believe it genuinely takes 20 minutes, like, to get from one end to the other end. Feels like I'm on the West Coast mainline because we're slowing down there. To be fair, we're going to go belting past this again at Northampton, aren't we? Because that'll have stopped, and we'll be racing along. Come on, Pendo, put your foot down. There's a lot of people cheering you on. Yeah, the doors aren't green in real life. You're absolutely right there, because obviously you can't see them there, and that's not allowed. They have to be a different colour to the main body shell. Oh my lord, there's pendolinos everywhere. I wonder it's flipping lagging. So that's a signaller who's done the right thing and put the express past the stopper there. Ah! TCO action, €10. Thank you so much for that. Very kind indeed. Sorry to bother. No, don't you. You're sorry all you like when you're donating money like that. You don't have to be sorry at all. We show the mod lists in the future for Transport Fever series because I always end up looking for hours. What I will do, if I can put this online, when you download it, it will just come up at the bottom and it should say the ones that you need and you can just go through and subscribe. I genuinely, the mod list, I find it hard because I don't keep up with it. And then obviously I don't want you guys to be like, Joe, you put this mod list out and it's missing loads of stuff, which is why I don't put the mod lists out. Because I know that I am I can't even speak. I am generally useless. So yeah, if I knew that I could do it and keep up with it, I genuinely would. But I keep adding things to the series and I forget to update the mods list. Oh, what's going on here? Stuck behind this. Oh, that's the London-Liverpool. So that must have been stopped here and they've let it out. Oh, we're really slowing down now, aren't we? This is tense. This is tense. Down to 26 miles an hour. Obviously, the Liverpool will be next stop London. This is going to be next stop London. Oh, dearie me. Right, go on, off we go. Not looking good. And obviously, if it joins the line from Birmingham, they might put a Hitachi out. I know. Well, it's always going to go downhill when it gets towards London, isn't it? Just coming up to the 19 minutes and 20 seconds now. We're just going north. We're going south. Sorry, ignore me, Sharkstorm. Going south. Next stop, London, Euston St Pancras. Level crossings down. 70 miles an hour. Does feel quite slow for a Pendolino. 150, that'd feel quite quick, wouldn't it? Yeah, for a Pendolino, that does feel quite slow indeed. Bishopshire, it hasn't got up to 125 mile an hour once. I genuinely thought if it was gonna, it would be on this section of line. What have we got here? That's only doing 100 though. Trains and stuff. Joe's getting drunk again. Charming. Charming. Chester's going past. What map is this? This is the Race to the North map. The Race to the North series was aptly named after the Race to the North map. In a 150, you'd be going tone deaf from the roar of the engines. Well, I nearly lost my eardrums today. My instructor got me to open a main res isolating cock while the engines were all still running. Not realise, well, he realised. He thought it was very funny. I didn't realise that all the air that had built up and compressed air, wow, it's quite loud. Anyway, it went like so loud I had to put my fingers over my ears and actually kick it shut again. Honestly, like it made me jump so much. I'm surprised that like afterwards my head was ringing because of how loud this was. Here we go, right, Euston St Pancras, 75 mile an hour round through Northampton. There's a bit of a queue going on into London here, I think. What have we got? So we've got that one there. What's this? This is a London-Liverpool. So what's that then? Oh, that's the London-Manchester. Pink Bear, Orange Bear songs. Hey Joe, I know I'm late. No, don't worry about it at all. It's been 1 month in your community. So sad to see this series go. But I do like the West Country series. I'm glad that you do enjoy it. I really am glad. Hopefully it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Oh, look at this. It's so disappointing, isn't it? Is this the one made by Gitbiz? Not entirely sure. I'll tell you what, let's have a look. Race to the north. It is the One Walls. Race to the north. Oh yeah, Gitbiz. Right, okay, so it's Gitbiz's Race to the North map with industry, painted and improved waterways with their graceful permission. So the map that I am currently using, I have just put a link in the chat. There you go. That's the one. Which is why you've got all the fields on. I don't know if the original one might not have had all the fields. Time is at the ready, people. Yep, we're at 22 minutes and 50 seconds. Crawling into London. Obviously, you could argue on the East Coast main line you wouldn't crawl into London. What's that there? Look at that. I mean, that's going away, isn't it? But that's a London Leeds. So we'll have to find a Hitachi. Have to find a Hitachi. And obviously, coming into London, it's probably a lot quicker on the East Coast. But going northbound, you know, we ended up stuck outside Edinburgh, didn't we, on the cross country just now. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Farmer G, I'm only a few videos into this series, but isn't the London station St Pancras? Ah, you see, you've retracted that message. You've worked it out, haven't you? So yeah, it's Euston St Pancras, because it's London Euston, St Pancras, and London King's Cross all merged into one. I mean, it's also Liverpool Street. And it was Paddington for quite a bit of the series until we put Paddington in over there, which is Paddington and Marylebone. Grand Central's off. I do not know if there's an updated 91 and Mark IV set, to be honest with you. It would be nice if there was. 360s going away. More 360s. That's coming out of Liverpool Street. It should be London, Liverpool, Euston, St Pancras. Or London, Liverpool, London, Euston, Liverpool, St Pancras Bone. Or St Pancras. That's the wrong shade of blue, that old train's livery. It should be darker. I love that livery. It's really nice, isn't it? Right, coming into London, Euston. We've had a clear run in, haven't we, over the points? Right. The timer stops when the doors are released. That's when we're doing it. Right, come on. Come on, here we go. Timer ready to stop. And any minute now, any second. This is tense. Doors released. 25 minutes. 6 seconds and 29 milliseconds. So West Coast Main Line, 25 minutes, 06:29. Right, there we go. We're going to reset the timer and find an East Coast train. Are there any in? Oh, here we go. Right, what are you? London to Edinburgh. Right, we're going to work this out. Oh wow, it's actually the Celebrating Scotland one. Doors are shutting. Time has begun. Off we go. The last train on the Race to the North series, the East Coast Main Line, the backbone of Britain. Unless you prefer the West Coast Main Line, you'd probably say that was the backbone of Britain. But we are off. Next stop, York. We've got 25 minutes and 6 seconds to beat. Flying out at 40 here. The Hitachi, much faster off the mark than the Pendolino. Which is how they've got away with not having the Hitachis tilting on the West Coast Main Line. They can keep time with Voyagers, tilting Super Voyagers, because they're so fast off the mark. Right, East Coast, here we go. Obviously taking a while to get out of London there. Got to wait while the full amount's off the 40. If we get a clear run up to York, I genuinely think this has got it in the bag. If this gets a clear run all the way through, I think it'll easily knock spots off that. Make the Flying Scotsman proud, absolutely. Mallard will be on the turntable in the National Rail Museum spinning if this don't win. Right, off we go. We're past it. Full steam ahead. What's the cab like on these? Is it any good? Oh, hang on, it's a wall. Oh, hang on, where are we? Right, there we go, we're in the front cab. Okay, I mean, that's not really what a Hitachi cab's like. It certainly doesn't have all these big colourful buttons. But, do you know what? He seems happy enough. He's doing a good job, isn't he? Right, go, go, go. Farmer G, to be fair, you should be timing from Edinburgh as it's downhill. I like that. Right, go, come on. We won't have lagging, because lagging's going to slow you down. 2 minutes and we're at Stevenage. Look at that. Practically. Maybe a bit further for Stevenage. 104 miles an hour going southbound there. 80 miles an hour northbound. That's very, very good. Very quick indeed. We'll see if this actually gets to 125, unlike our West Coast rivals. Absolutely, Bayern fans. He needs to do the brake test. Is he driving the train like it's his car? Yeah, he's driving it like he's stolen it this afternoon. Or this evening, should I say. Watch it get stopped by all the freight and cross-country services you have on this route. I know. Stuck behind a TPE, only able to do 100. The slow junction as it pulls off to Middlesbrough at Not Northallerton. What's this coming south here? Look, 83 miles an hour. $103. What was that bridge? What's wrong with the bridge? Oh, you mean... Oh, that. Oh, yeah, I completely missed that. That's not a good-looking bridge, is it? It's a Joe Dobson creation, is that? Oh, what's this one going south? Oh, we'd missed it. I thought there'd be something on the other end. 113 miles an hour. Have we gone faster than the West Coast yet? 116. Let's have a look. What do we look like from the platform? Do we look pretty cool blasting through 120 miles an hour? 100 miles an hour from the Hull trains going south there. Well, Lincoln trains. 123. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. 124. You watch. Waiting for a free path. Oh no, it's catching something. 125. We got up to cruising speed, unlike the West Coast, so you just never know. We might do it. What's this that we're catching? It is a London Lincoln. Come on, get out of the way. There we go. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, I'm slightly biased. I really do hope the East Coast beats the West Coast. Really, really do hope that. Oh, right, the driver animation, he's driving it like he's turning a steering wheel. Oh, hang on, wrong way. And to be fair, he's driving it like he's eating his lunch, isn't he? He's got a sandwich in his hand. To be fair, it looks like he's been drinking, to be honest with you. I wouldn't have him at the helm of a train. Yeah, gassed. I've never gone back and replaced the semaphores, have I? Never gone back and replaced them. Here we go. Look at that. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Obviously, where was the first stop? Preston, so it's roughly the same as York, isn't it, there? Roughly the same. Now, the problem we've got is the timetable on this. So if we go the LNERs here, train London to Edinburgh. Oh, it doesn't wait time. What about the London-Glasgow? So that has to wait time at Carlisle. Don't think it did, though, did it? It just came in and set off again. Yeah, so this won't be waiting time at any stop en route. The state of the Intercity 225, I know. 125 for a long time, no wonder it's a top earner. I know, it really is. Obviously coming into York Station just here. No Colton Junction on this, is there? Well, I guess it's sort of like here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, what's it? It's easily 104 million. Very, very impressive. Look, fields of wheat, but I have actually dealt with the ballast situation here. I don't remember doing that. Slowing down for 100. Have we slowed down because of the track, or are we following something? No, 125 the whole way. I've genuinely no idea why that would happen. 185's just pulling out in front. You're going to have to not get in our way if we're going to do this. I'd be thrilled if you worked here, wouldn't you? Zoom, 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 zoom. Whizzing past. Flipping at even closer there. Have to hold on to crockery. It'd be like Mary Poppins when they start setting the cannons off. Well, furniture starts flying around the room. That's, yeah. What line makes the biggest loss? I don't know, actually. It's probably that southeastern stuff. Oh, no, it's London to Liverpool. The Avanti London-Liverpool service, not carrying many at all. Closely followed by London to Southend-on-Sea. That hasn't ever made money, to be honest with you. It's never made money. Right, here we go, pulling into York. Let's have a look how much this has made. I genuinely feel like I'm going to be quite impressed. Oh, Voyager's coming across. That's going to slow us down if it doesn't get out of the way. What have we got? London to Edinburgh, only 64 passengers waiting to board. So if a few get off here, we'll be laughing, won't we? How much are you going to make? Come on, how much are you going to earn? £8 million. See, that's only got 206 passengers on. So, people complain about Britain's rail fares being quite expensive. But if I go in here and divide 8 million by 206, that means each person has paid £38,800 to be on this train. So next time you go into London and it's like 100 and odd quid and you think, oh, that's expensive, it could be £38,000. Hess-Bank Cafe, or do you mean Horsebank Cafe? Hess-Bank, when the Pendolinos go past, that's very, very similar. Right, off we go. That 185 should be out the way now. Where is it? Up here. Had to stop for the Hitachi. Oh, it's slowing down for the... Right, off we go. Come on, Newcastle upon Tyne. If we get a clear run, we've done it. Got to sell your house to get into London. I know, take out a second mortgage. Right, what are we doing? Waiting for a free path. No! This must be the only time in history that TPE have been allowed in front of the Laneur. Have we got off the platform? Oh dear, well that should technically be a starting signal and we should never have left. Never mind. Come on, we're celebrating Scotland and yet we're not there. This traffic must be absolutely livid. They'll have been here days. The amount of traffic in and out of York. Yeah, look at all this down here. York really could have done with a better bus service. It really could. Full on standing though, that's good. I reckon there's plenty of money. Bayern fans, stop this thing. I know, that could have just... we're at 10 minutes 30. Heading northbound now, we've got to go all around here, because obviously the west coast here, look, Carlisle to Glasgow is pretty direct, whereas here, If you look Newcastle to Edinburgh, got to take a long way round. So you never know, it might do it. The West Coast may do it. Cross country, very busy there. I can't remember which train we travelled up with, so I don't know if that was the train we travelled up with. By the time we've gone all the way back to London, like across with the ScotRail and then down to London with the Avanti, has that set got to Southampton and then back again? Is it following us now? Another Hitachi going the other way. 76 miles an hour, nice and busy. It really is busy on the East Coast main line, isn't it? And another flipping heck. Regular service down here. The spacing's not really going to plan, is it? ...103 miles an hour. Are we going to get up to 125 again? Probably not. Be good if we did. Pink Bear, Orange Bear songs. Yeah, hello. Ethan Bird, good evening. How are we doing? Yeah, it's corporate espionage, isn't it? Don't know if that's the right word. Is it espionage? If all the roads are blocked by trains, the passengers have no choice but to use them because they can't get anywhere by road. Exactly. Yeah, I do like the LNER livery. It's plain, simple, and it works. However, I do believe that trains and cars and buses all look like they've got faces. And perhaps I've just had a lot of trauma as a child. But I think that looks like it's bleeding from the eyes. You know, like if the headlights were the eyes, the... Okay, oh, hang on, let's just... Oh, it's in the tunnel. Somewhere. Where is it? I can hear a 66, but I flipping well can't see it. Do we have to actually be in the tunnel, is that... Ah, okay, yeah, it's there. Right, this is a very odd view. So, let's just go back up north. There we go. Lovely. Yeah, I like a livery with stripes on the side. Stripes work on a train. If they'd have done something like, you know, had that GBR thing at the front and then had stripes down the side, I think it'd have looked brilliant. Right, coming into Newcastle now. It's plump for the slower platform. Why would you do that? Oh, because that's the platform it's meant to go in. Okay, I'll let you off. Here we go, coming in now. 13 minutes and 30 seconds. It has got 10 minutes. Well, it's got 12 minutes to get from here to here. Can we do it? If we get stuck behind a freight now, which could be behind it, it could be game over. A freight is coming. A freight is coming. Oh my God, a freight is coming. This is genuinely... I'm genuinely quite worried. No! It's there. Oh, this is tense. This is tense. Come on. Nobody get on. Nobody wants to go to Berwick. It's a terrible place. Nobody wants to go there. I'm sure Berwick's lovely. I've never actually stepped off the train there. I apologise to all the Berwick fans. Come on, go, 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 go. Please get out in front of this freight. Please do it. Come on, right, we're off. It's not going to do it. How fast is that going? 75. We haven't got a cat and hell's chance. The freight's going in front. God damn it. That's on double yellows. And that's a semaphore signal, for God's sake. I mean, this stops at Berwick. The freight already has the signal. Yeah, the freight's sailing past there, look, and this can only do 30, and what an absolute disaster. This is the second time today, at the exact same junction, that a freight has gone out in front of an express service. I could cheat, couldn't I, and just sort of pause and build the, you know, just build a third track round here, but I'm not gonna. You know, I'm genuinely intrigued to see which one's faster. No! This is a disaster. Oh my God, right, if that thing breaks down, I know that breakdowns don't often happen on Transport Fever, and when I say often, I mean they never do. That actually can't get up the hill, it's lost 3 miles an hour of speed. Oh dear. See, the Avanti, at no point, other than the stations, was slowed down to a stand. It never came to a stand, whereas this has twice now. Once waiting for the Transpennine to get into York, and then once waiting for the EWS to get out. Oh my God, like genuinely, I'm really tense. So we're currently up at 16 minutes. It's got 9 minutes exactly to get into Edinburgh. The West Coast Main Line did Glasgow to London in 25 minutes, 6 seconds and 29 milliseconds. Gas says, I think that West Coast has won the race to the north. We don't know that yet. Obviously, this has to stop at Berwick. This is a problem. I mean, that's still whizzing along at 75. I don't mind the IETs. I think they're a decent looking train. If they had, like, the seats in that HSTs had, I think they'd be really, really popular. You know, like properly comfy seats. I think that's where they're let down, the fact that the seats are too firm. You know, for long journeys, they're not particularly comfortable. I love how Newcastle to Edinburgh, still on dirt roads there. Beautiful. 81 miles an hour. Oh, it's starting to catch up the other one. Berwick upon Tweed. Oh God, Edinburgh Waverley. Right, there's not a lot of people getting on at Edinburgh. No, do you know what? Bishopsham saying remove Berwick. No, I'm not going to cheat. I'm going to leave it as it is. It was only in the last couple of episodes that I added Berwick. If I'd have just left it. But obviously these were a lot quieter and the cross-countries were really busy. So, you know, it made sense to put it on these. This is full going down now. Oh, dearie me. So worry. Right, 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Come on, you can do this, East Coast. The A1's a dirt road. I know, tell me about it. Stephen Quinn, hello. Good evening. What's the clock at now? It's at 18 minutes and 39 seconds. Still doing 75 miles an hour. It is slow. I mean, it's still moving, which is good. It's the only time we've been stuck behind something. You know, the Avanti ended up stuck behind something all the way into London. Obviously, by the time we've stopped here, we should, and I say should, have a clear run into Edinburgh. Oscar the Ferrari fan back for the end. No worries at all. We're just seeing if the East Coast Main Line or the West Coast Main Line, which one is faster in the race to the north. We've got 5 minutes and 30 seconds for this thing to get into Edinburgh. If it doesn't win, if it doesn't beat 25 minutes and 6 seconds, the West Coast Main Line is officially the fastest way of getting to the north. Clips 2 Lover says, come on West Coast Main Line, beat the East Coast. Bishopsham, 125 mile an hour straight from Berwick to Edinburgh. Nah, the East Coast Main Line will win. Stephen Quinn, how's work? Work is absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for that. It's yeah, I'm really loving it. Like, literally, my alarm went off at 6 o'clock this morning, which I know for the railway isn't particularly early. Bit of a line, really, wasn't it? But, like, the fact when my alarm's going off, and I am knackered, but I'm like, yes, I get to go to work again. That's brilliant. You know, that's a good feeling. It's a wonderful feeling. And I've not felt like that in so long. What's this? Together? Oh, this is the Pride livery. Very tastefully done. If I, you know, I much prefer it to the absolute eyesore that is the Avanti Pride livery. You know, that's just tasteful. The colours of all the flags on the coaches worked into the livery properly. Although it has to be said, Avanti, that Pride livery they did for them, I thought was absolutely horrific. But I like the green Alino. It's like the environmental one. I think that's very nice. It's very nice indeed. Off we go, 50 miles an hour. Come on, IET, you can do this. Now, if we get stuck outside Edinburgh, it is game over. 21 minutes and 20 seconds. This is going to be so much closer than I imagined. It really is. And do you know what? If we had an express service, Edinburgh to sort of, that cut out Newcastle, it sort of just come off here. Went right up here. It'd have wiped the floor with it, but it's this sort of coastal section round here. It could just be what loses it for the East Coast. I genuinely think that Freightliner, not Freightliner, EWS, genuinely think that is going to cost us this. Are you going to Birmingham Pride? No, I'm not. I went last year because Cascada was there, and then I looked at who was there this year. Apparently they don't want big acts because it'll push the ticket prices up or something, even though they've got worse acts and... Well, not worse acts, I'm sure they're very good, but not as well known, but the tickets are the same price. Yeah, alright, he's just trying to be cheap there. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I didn't see anyone I liked that was performing, so I was like, do you know what? Nah. Long way up to Birmingham for me, so yeah, no. What are we on? 22 minutes and 30 seconds. We've done it. We've absolutely done it. Come on. One last push, 95 miles an hour. These flipping EWSs. We can't complain, really, can we? Because they make enough money. 101 million. That might actually be... It's our second best earner at the moment. So, yeah, we can't deny, you know, that does deserve to be sort of high priority. We're flying round here, 80 miles an hour. If we get a clear run into Waverley... I don't know how many trains are in, but if we get a clear run into Waverley... We're going to be laughing. We're going to be laughing. Alex says stop. 23 minutes and 15 seconds. Bearing in mind, people, it is not when the train gets to the station. It's when the doors are released. We're going straight in. We're not stopping at the signal. We're going straight in. Come on, East Coast. You can do this. Genuinely, this is the most excited I have ever been on a Transport Fever video. I'm so excited. Were you performing at Birmingham Pride? Yes, I did a live stream. I did a live stream, Wesley. It was a supermarket sim live stream in front of 80,000 people. It was very successful. Here we go. 37 miles an hour into the platform. Eclipse 2 Lover. Come on, West Coast Main Line. We're at 24 minutes, so unless this takes a minute and 6 seconds to get into the platform and stopped. We've done it. We've absolutely done it. I say we. I don't work for LNER. Flipping 40 mile an hour tracks. 15, 14, 13, 12. Let's get the pen at the ready. It was so close. Doors are open. Doors are open. Pause. There we go. 24 minutes. 26 seconds and 59. And we have just beaten the East Coast Main Line. It was so close. And you say not even close. It's shame, but it was 45 seconds. No, it wasn't. It was less than that. It was 40 seconds. That's all it was. 40 seconds in it. That's all it was. Honestly, I genuinely, that was absolutely fantastic. What a way to end an absolutely fantastic series. Honestly, I'm so happy with what we've done over the years. I really, really am. Yeah, if you've enjoyed today's video, please, before you go, do me a favour, drop me a like. It takes 2 seconds to do that. You could do it, I don't know, 20 times in the difference between the East Coast and the West Coast Main Line there. Yeah, I was genuinely on the edge of my seat there for that. Yeah, East Coast is the victor on this. Yeah, just do me a favour, like I say, click the like button. Do subscribe if you haven't already. We are starting a new series. It has already come out on Thursday. It will be Thursday. I'm going to aim for 40-minute episodes, so hopefully we should get a bit more progress a little bit quicker. Yeah. Oh, look, it's already off back again. Yeah, I'm going to hopefully make a bit more progress a little bit quicker. It's going to be fictional, but also realistic, sort of a mixture of the two. Oh, my Lord, Joe Holland, member for 45 months. Thank you so much for that. But yeah, so do make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss out on that. Honestly, I've had such a great evening. 2 hours and 35 minutes live stream. What a brilliant salute to the rest of the North series. Have an absolutely fantastic weekend, everybody, if I don't see you. And yeah, hopefully I shall see you all very, very soon. Cheerio, everybody. Goodbye for now.